Hi YouTube, how you guys doing today? This is Jessie La Ciguapa. Don't mind, I have my coat inside the house. I'm having an issue with my boiler. My boiler is not trying to turn on, so that's why I'm wearing my coat inside the house while I'm doing a little cleaning up. And I decided to make a quick video because I've gotten some questions from a couple of clients, and it seems to be a repetitive question. Sorry, I'm gonna be washing dishes while I talk, so please don't mind me. I'm doing a little cleaning. So I had a friend, a client actually, or two, have had this question pop up, and decided to make this video and address it. So people ask me, as a bruja or as a witch, do I worry about karma? How do I deal with karma? How do I protect myself from things coming back to me as far as like spell work and stuff with the light is concerned? And the first thing that I would like to point out, one second, is that as far as I'm concerned and the type of work that I do, I don't say I don't do dark work. If it's necessary, I will do it. But I don't go out of my way to do bindings when it comes to like, let's say for example, a person that is attracted to another person, but that person is in a relationship, and this person wants to do work to break that happy couple up. In that instance, I'm not the witch that's going to do that work for you. I won't do that. Why? Is because I'm not gonna mess with someone's free will just because a client doesn't have the self-control to know when something is not for you or something is not yours. A lot of the times when you do these bindings on people, what ends up happening is that, you bind, let's say you bind the man, and the man is going crazy over you. You've bounded him, so he's like local for you. He's crazy. He can't get enough of you. Can't get rid of him. And all of a sudden you start feeling like you're not feeling this person anymore. Like, oh my God, he's a pain in the neck. I don't want to be bothered with him. I thought I was in love, but it's not. He's not for me. It's not what I want. That happens a lot. Now you're stuck with this person that you put a binding on. The second thing is, I'm a married woman. I've been with my husband for 21 years. And I wouldn't want someone to come and try to bind my husband and take him from me. And it's not about karma. It's not because of karma that I don't do it. Karma is almost like a non-issue for me, and that's what this video is about actually. But it's more about it's just not something that I want to do. Now, if it's a situation where it was a happy couple and someone came in and did something to break them up, and had this work not been done, this couple would be fine and everything would be okay with, between them, then in that scenario, I would be like, you know what? Bind. I'm going to help you get your man or woman back. That's the only way that I do. That's the only type of love spell that I do. I do attraction spells. I can do an attraction spells. If there's someone that you're feeling and you're attracted to this person, you want to give it a shot with them. Yeah, I can help you out with an attraction spell. But as far as you interfering in someone else's relationship, I'm not for it. I'm not the bruja to do it. You can offer me as much money as you want. I'm not gonna do that. But anyways, so let's get back to karma. So how do I protect myself from karma? Let's say, for example, I have a client who, actually this has happened already. I have a client who feels like one of her coworkers is trying to get her fired. She feels like one of her coworkers is jealous of her and is going out of her way to get her in trouble with the supervisors and stuff like that. And this girl's really gone out of her way to hurt her. So let's say there's a spell done, and the spell is basically to get that person fired, since they're trying to get you fired. The spell is basically like a protection spell and a hexing spell. Like, you basically want to get this person out of your way, like bitch be gone type of spell, like be gone bitch, out of my way. if you do that and this person ends up getting fired, most people that believe in karma will be like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this spell, because at the end of the day, this woman has 3 kids, and if I get her fired, I could possibly be the cause of her kids going hungry. Let's say that's how you're feeling about the situation. So you know what? As much as it's trying to hurt me, I'm gonna let God handle it, and I'm just gonna let God handle it, and eventually, she's gonna leave me alone. Or let me not do anything to her because, God is going to handle it eventually and I don't want nothing to come back to me. Okay. So that's how most people that believe in karma think. And there's people that don't care. Like, I could really care less. And that's the attitude. But let me go back a little bit because I'm thinking a little scattered right now. So let's say this is the reason why you don't want to go ahead and defend yourself and make this bitch be gone spell, or create this spell or this intention to get this person out of your way, because you're afraid of what might come back for you or what karma will do. But let's say you take that thought and you turn it from a positive into a negative, and turn it into a positive. So let's say, for example, instead of thinking, okay, you know what, I'm not going to do this spell because this lady has 3 kids, and if I get her fired, she has no other way of supporting her kids or feeding her kids, and I might be the cause of her going homeless, losing her place, and I don't want that energy to come back to me. You could change that thought around. Instead of, you turn it into a negative, from a negative into a positive. Let's say you can say, you know what? I made this spell. I got this bitch fired. She's out of my way. I feel bad because, she has 3 kids. It's going to create problems for her livelihood, and her children. Instead of thinking like that, you say, you know what? I got her fired. And the fact that I got her fired is going to open the door for her to get other opportunities. And she's going to end up better than she was before. Even if that's not the case. That's how you're going to transmute it in your mind, so that karma is no longer a situation. Because now you're looking at it like, she should be thanking me. She should be thanking me because had I not gotten her fired, then the door wouldn't have opened for this other opportunity for this person. Even if that's not the case, in your mind, you tell yourself that's the case. You either do it that way, or you do the spell and you forget about it. You're not thinking in the back of your mind, this could possibly come back and bite me in the ass. No, if you do that, then it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. You forget about it completely. And especially if it's like a quick spell that doesn't require more than 1 day of intention, you do what you got to do and you get it out of your way. And it's that simple. Now, think about it. How do you think all these voodoo sons or all these paleros, how do you think they go about doing what they do on a daily basis as far as hexes and spells and witchcraft? Do you think they're sitting there thinking like, let me not put this hex on this person because then the spirit is going to come back? No. If that was the case, there would be no voodoo. That's not how they think. Karma is not a part of the equation. It's more like an eye for an eye, really. You transmute that thought. You get it out of your head. If you don't get it out of your head, then you transmute it. You turn it from a negative into a positive. Hey, you didn't hex this person. You actually blessed this person. That's an example of how to transmute a thought in a way that can benefit you. And instead of making you feel like, you better be careful because this is going to come back and get you. So I just wanted to share that with people because, there's a lot of people that have been done wrong by others. And they feel like they might feel like the only way that they can feel better about the situation and be able to get some closure behind the situation is if they see that other person that harmed them suffer. And yeah, it might sound messed up at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, if that's what you need for closure, then that's what you need. And we're all humans. But at the same time, You know, revenge is a huge part of closure, of being able to heal from something. And it's not necessarily bad. You know, folks might disagree and feel how they feel, but the mind is a very, very powerful thing. The mind is it's so immensely powerful that, you know, get karma out of your way. Don't worry about karma. If you worry about karma, then that's when karma becomes a problem for you. You know, you stay guarded, you stay protected, you always look for signs, but if you transmute those thoughts from negatives to positives, there's no way that karma is ever going to be an issue when it comes to doing work. Now, a lot of people say, you know what, if somebody does you wrong, it's better just to forget about it, forgive them, and leave it in God's hands. That's the way a lot of people feel. And there's people that just be like, you know what, you hurt me, I'm going to get you back. You know, but for those that feel like, you know, forgive, move on, and God will take care of it, that might work for you. Everyone is different. You don't have to forgive. Forgiving is an option. You don't have to forgive. If someone has hurt you, has gone out of their way to hurt you or harm you, harm your family, your livelihood, you don't necessarily have to forgive to be able to move on with your life. You know, you say you want to get rid of something, you forgive the situation and move on. How about you take that, you move that focus from trying to forgive to actually decide, you know what, I'm not going to forgive. I'm going to focus on healing myself about the situation and then finding other ways to move on without necessarily forgiving. Now, if you want to forgive, if truly in your heart you want to forgive this person, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's the better option. But if you find yourself that it's hard for you to forgive someone, don't force yourself to forgive. Don't do it. You transmute those feelings and you move on. And if you want some revenge, go for it. You know, but remember, let's say somebody assaults you and scratches your face. You get into a fight and somebody scratches your face. Okay? If you turn around and stab this person in the back 10 times because they scratched your face, that's not self-defense anymore. Even by law, that's not self-defense. The self-defense is defending yourself with the same degree of violence which was done to you. So let's say somebody stabs you and you stab them back. That's self-defense. Let's say somebody stabs you and you shot them in the head. That's no longer self-defense. Now that's homicide. That's murder. That's how the law works. Same thing in magic. If someone you know puts a spell on your boyfriend and your boyfriend leaves you and goes with this new woman and you don't even want him anymore, so you're not really trying to do a spell to get him back, you're trying to do a spell to really hurt this woman. She didn't hurt you physically. She hurt you emotionally. She might have hurt your livelihood, especially if you depended on this man for some type of financial support. But she didn't hurt you physically. So I wouldn't turn around and say, oh, I hope that bitch breaks a leg and it never heals and she'll never be able to walk for the rest of her life. That's a little bit extreme. That's a little bit extreme. I would focus more on, you know what? I'm lonely right now because of her. She's going to be lonely, but I'm lonely temporarily. She's going to be lonely for the rest of her life. That's fair. I think that's fair. So there you go. That's karma. I made this video real quick and I thought I was going to be able to do the video and do what I'm doing at the same time. But I guess, you know, I have a little bit of ADD, so I got to do things one at a time. I try to multitask, but it doesn't work. So let me get back to this, what I'm doing. And if you like this video, if you have any questions, or it's not clear, or you're not understanding where I'm coming from, just comment below, give me a like, subscribe, hit that bell button so you'll get a notification every time I put up a video. And remember, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Be a bad witch, be a good witch. Your life is in your hands. How the sequences of patterns and situations that might go out in your life are in your hands. At the end of the day, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm gonna hurry up and get this done so I can go upstairs and sit up under my space heater and warm up, and hopefully I can get this boiler fixed soon. But I love you guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Peace and love. It's Jessie La Ciguapa. Keep it funky.